Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Morning Gardener Show. Yeah. Uh, just here hanging out. Didn't get out into the yard to cut the grass today, but I took a day off. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for the thumbs up, whomever that may be. Yes. Yeah. I tried to talk a friend at work today, a co-worker. Yeah, some of you say co-workers. Hello, how you doing? I'm here. Yes, hello. Miss Jay. Yes. They got 4 people on. Thank you very much for stopping in to the Morning Gardener Show. Yeah, I said, hello, how you doing? Someone said hi. Yeah, I like that. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just here chilling out in a place to be, which is the Morning Gardener Show, private gardening show. Private show. What I'm doing here now is I'm taking it easy today. The choice is yours. No, let me. No. Some people know what that reference to. It's a video out. But the um, the garden is doing good. All my plants are doing good. And believe this or not, here it is, May the 10th. I don't have anything in the ground yet. I don't have anything in the ground. Everything looks good, but it's not in the ground yet because it keeps dropping and dropping the temperatures at night. Then it goes up the tip of the back like that. Even though the gardening almanac and all that stuff says that you should have put it in there April 15th. You imagine what my plants would look like by now if I'd have put them in the ground. It's dropping in the 40s and close to 38 degrees. I didn't want to do that. I said, no, wait. And it didn't got, you can't grow watermelons and pumpkins in really cold weather. You can't do that. It's just against their nature. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Morning Garden is here to talk, answer questions, listen, and learn at the same time. Believe it or not, I am multitask individual. I can do it all. Yes. The Morning Gardener Show is here. All right. Let me sit up a little bit. That's the reason why my shoulder's hurting. I have a pinched nerve in my shoulder. And it comes from using computer a lot like this. That's what it comes from. Hanging an arm out midair, using computer. If you ever suffered this before, I like to know from anybody, how long does this thing last? How long does it last? I've been dealing with it now, I think going on for about 3 weeks now. Hello. Yes, all right. Yeah, I am here, folks. I'm telling you, I feel good. I got out of work today on time. Some of the people at work try to hold me up and so I'm talking and everything. And I like talking to them. It's just sometimes the day was one of the days I just wanted to get out of there. I just wanted to get out of there. I'm just thinking. I just went into a little trance. I'm thinking about something um, that happened earlier today at work. Oh, no, let me tell you something that really happened here. It never had this happen before in my whole 57 years of being on this planet. 57 years of age. I'm just a baby, folks. So what happened is I had I called 911. Something happened at work. I had to call 911. Wasn't a real serious matter. I just had to call 911. I had to call 911. So I called the number up, and the phone's ringing, and then the phone picked up. And you know what I heard on the other end? I heard this. I said, "What?" I didn't say anything. I just listened, and I heard a lady come on afterwards and say, 911. What's the emergency? Fire department, ambulance. And I said, yeah. And I told her what the situation was. She said, okay, I'll send an officer out. And I think, oh my God. I said, she was asleep. And I said, wow, the world we live in now where people have to work so much that they can't even stay awake at the jobs. Wow. If anyone on this unit ever fell asleep at work, you don't have to tell me who you are. Have you ever fell asleep at work? All the years you've been working, have you ever fell asleep at work? Because I mean, this was like the top of the line falling asleep when you like your 911 operator and you fall asleep. I mean, she must have just been tired because she couldn't stay awake. A 911 call came in, and I just listened. I said, "Oh my God, she's asleep. 911 call lady sleep. Does that even happen?" Yes. First time it ever happened to me was 2 days ago. Yep, 2 days ago. 911 operator. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yes. All those pretty pepper plants I got. I wish I'd have brought the whole tray up here, but bring them up and downstairs. I don't want to damage my plants. But I tell you, those are some pretty plants grown in those 72 72 cell trays. And I got to tell you, they're doing pretty good. The tomatoes are off the chain. I grew so many tomatoes. I'm not gonna be able to use them all, but I grew enough so that if I need them, they're there. All right. Hello, hello, hello. It says hello everyone. I like that. He says hello everyone. Yes, yes. That's how you do it. Come into a room. It's like people have changed the day. A lot of people have changed the day. I see people at the come into my place at work, and they'll ask you for something, but they won't say, like, first they won't say good morning or good evening, and I said, wow. I said, things have changed. They don't know. And then I've seen people force them to say it. They say, excuse me, hello. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, hello. Can you tell me how to get to the men's room? Can you tell me how to get to the ladies' room? And say, oh, okay. What you want to do is go down that long hall and make a left and a right and another left and a right, then follow the sign and go down and take the elevator up to the third floor, then go down. And it's just crazy. And they did it to you a lot when you go shopping for gardening supplies, like especially when you go to like Home Depot. Home Depot, you will go into Home Depot and you'll see people that are in there, and I don't know what they're paying them. I don't know how they're treating their workers. I have no idea. But these workers seem to be very less interested in getting involved a lot of times with the customers. I mean, that's been my experience because when I'm walking through there and I look, and if I look over at them, they'll look away because they don't want you to stop them. He said, please, please, I only have 3 more hours left. Please don't let nobody ask me for something crazy. And so I'll just keep going and I'll try to help myself as much as possible. But you go through areas, and then I've had some good experience, but most of the experience at these type stores are very negative to me. They've been, see, I noticed that too. Yes, you notice that. I mean, I'm thinking, imagine, I said, God, I'd like to come in here with a body cam on one day and just walk through and see what happened. But I don't want to get nobody in trouble. So I said, no, I don't know what they're going through in the back, how management may be treating them, or how things are set up to work at work, or if they have daycare problems with their children, if they have problems with their health, if they have problems with affording health care. I don't know what the deal is. So I can't push them up against the wall and make things worse for them. But I tell you one thing, I go in the store and I walk through, and one thing I try to do when I go to these box stores is try to help myself as much as possible. I mean, any of you ever experienced that, whether it be Walmart or Lowe's, or whether it be Home Depot, and you go in there, and please don't go in the garden department and ask too many people in there that you need help with anything, because they don't know anything about plants a lot of times. They go, I ran into a gentleman that was all the things he learned about plants was the fact that he gardened. And we talked for about 35 minutes, and we just trading off stories. And he was telling me how he grew large watermelons, and all he did was, one time he was just out there trying to experiment and toss the seeds out and poured compost over them. He told me what kind of compost he used, and he got some pretty good big melons out of it, he said. And did he remember once growing? And I told him that I once grew a whole bunch of tomatoes right in my compost pile just to see what would happen. And I stuck the seeds right in the compost pile, and the plants took off and did extremely well. They weren't lacking food because they were right planted, as I said, in a compost pile. All compost piles are not the same. They're not. I see people sometimes say, if I use compost, am I good? No, because some compost can be made of materials that aren't very nutritious. And I've learned that, so um, if you get leaves from a tree that's grown in a city that's pushed in between concrete sidewalks and all, and it's just surviving off of just what it can find each year, as opposed to using the leaves from a tree that's grown in the forest. The forests are going to have more, excuse me, they're going to have more of the things that a plant needs because it can search for different types of things it would like to eat. And it's usually there on the garden floor as opposed to inner city. Yes, we have a bunch of people that work putting down mulch at my job. And I think it's really sad when I usually see them putting down mulch. It's really sad because they're doing it incorrectly. And I look at that and I say, wow. And but because of the mentality of the workers, I don't try to offer any advice. So I don't get involved. But I hate to see trees suffer. I hate to see trees suffer, bushes suffer. I hate to see that. It's just it's just sad. Um, my trees are happy. I got peaches on the trees. I'm doing everything I can to keep up the feeding on the trees so that I know that these piece of fruit are sizing up correctly and not starving, because when you starve them out, you get bad results. My pear tree is over in a location. I think it's a Bartlett. It might be a Bartlett, but my pear tree is over in a location whereby it's um, in a place where the the tree is uh, it produces fruit and quite a bit of fruit, but over the area. The only thing that kept that soil alive when I put it over there was just nothing. At one time, it was nothing but hard clay, and I stuck it in there because the tree. I had no other place to put it, and I stuck it there. It did very poorly for the past 3, 4, 5 months. It was just pathetic. It was just really pathetic. It took it the longest time to put on leaves. It took it the longest time to even do what it's supposed to do. And I was like, wow, why is this tree doing this? All the rest of the trees are taking off. And then eventually it caught hold, and I saw just a little green bump on the side where it started to produce some kind of growth. And eventually it started growing leaves, and now that is one of the biggest, strongest trees in my on my property. It is the one main one that every year it produces pears. First, it started off, like I said, some trees, it started off producing small amounts of pears. Then it started producing even more pears. And now it's a regular thing that the tree is usually quite a bit of fruit on that tree. And so I make sure now that the tree eats on a regular basis. And I do that because I like to have sweeter pears. You know what I mean? I like to have sweeter pears. And I want them to grow at the rate they're supposed to grow, because you let them hang on there too long and you forget about them, and then they get real gritty inside when they do finally grow, and you're like, wait a minute, these taste horrible. So just try to take care of them this year, and just try to take care of my fruit trees. Now everything is fed in the yard, but when I get back out in the yard, I'm going to do even more. I'm doing the grapevines are doing great. Grapevines are doing great. I fed the what they call these they call them kiwi. I fed them really well. Got lots of pollen out in the yard. I use this app to tell me what the pollen levels are. I'm gonna show this real quick. I'm not trying to commercialize anything, sell you anything. Right here, see the lines? They're gonna jump, Bzoop. And see the yellow marks there. That tell you that if you go out in the yard and you have any kind of allergies or anything, you're gonna suffer a little bit, because that's what those yellow marks mean. The bottom one says ragweed, the middle one says grass, and the top one says trees, the pollen from the trees. So that is how things are going right now. So when I go out there, I wear a mask, and that way it helps me to not get as much pollen into my system, because pollen makes me really, really feel kind of weird, and I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. But I say this is that I do the best I can with how my schedule is at work and everything. And I got to get out there and cut my grass because it needs to be cut. I need to keep it under control, because once it gets too tall for the mower to go through it. My tractor's down because, you know, tires and all that. And I've never changed the back tires on those tractors. I don't know if they're gonna be a lot of work, or is it something I want to, you know, just buy another wheel and tire, the whole thing, and put it on there. Um, but I don't know, because I got to figure which way I want to go, because I got a feeling that's going to be a lot of work to take the tires off. And, you know, I was going to put inner tubes in them and try to, you know, drive them for another 2 years with the inner tubes in there. But I'll see. I got it in my mind that I got to get the work done. I got to get the work done. One thing about owning your own house, you got a lot of stuff to do. You have a lot of things to do. You just got to, you know, what is priority, what's not. And, you know, before winter comes in, like, you know, changing out your sub pump, because after you get a certain age, you can't really rely on them. So you want to make sure you get a nice fresh one in there, or a hot water heater. You want to make sure that you get a nice fresh one in there, because if it pop on you and you sitting at work and it's running out gallons of water, 400 gallons of water could leave out of there before you even get back home from work. $340 worth. 340. Let's see. Oh, there's somebody. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time since I've seen Broke Farmer in. Broke Farmer 76 in the house. Yeah, nice guy though. I mean, he be on it. I like to hear him talk this, because he sounds like, you know, my people from North Carolina. He reminds me of my cousins and all. But I am really pumped because I'm trying out new planting techniques this year. I lost my camera. This right here, it doesn't work anymore. That's why I used to shoot my videos in the yard, but I'm just go ahead and buy another one, because here's what's wrong with this one. Everything works on it except for one thing. It has it says that the software that's in it doesn't match what's in the computer, because this is a really old camera. So one day it just stopped. I can't transport the pictures right to the computer. And I said, what did that? If I had a thumb drive, that might work. I guess it would work. Or could I transfer the pictures to my external hard drive? I don't know. But at any rate, it'd be easier to get a camera that's more up-to-date software in it. I tried updating this camera. I don't think it updates or whatever. I don't know. You know, I've just been holding off a little bit. But I don't know. I mean, I'm doing everything I can to, you know, keep the business up and running as far as doing these shows. These shows are important to me, to make certain that I do these shows on here, because I know there are people out there that need it and that want it. And some people don't want it, and some people do want it, because I've seen people come on this show. One lady left a message and it touched me quite deeply. She said, because of your show, you helped me feed my family. And that's real. You know, I mean, that's real. I thought that people came on my show sometimes just to, you know, hear me talk about certain things. But this lady said that it has helped her and her family to eat. And when I hear that, I go, oh, I got to do this. I have to do this. It's important to me. Um, because I never knew that, you know, getting a YouTube channel, putting a little bit of information out there, that somebody would say, I need this. Because, I mean, I remember when gardening was just a situation where people did it because it was a hobby. Oh, that's what it's all about. Thank you very much, Broke Farmer 76. Thank you very much. Hello, Morning Gardener, and hello, Broke Farmer 76. Somebody else, shout out to Farmer 76. And I got to tell you, people were, when I first started doing this, people did not really admit that they needed help getting food on the table. I remember that, because they were acting like, or seeming like, the gardening was just a hobby. It was, I just like to grow tomatoes because I like to see them grow. I like to see them grow. The color, the taste, just to see them grow. No, brother, I'm telling you, there are people out there that this helps to cut their food cost, and they're making the best of it. If they have a little bit of ground, or they got some containers, they're growing something in it so that they can say, because, I mean, put it like this. I can't, this is the Morning Gardener speaking now, folks. I cannot go out and afford to buy fresh sweet basil. Just get that little tiny bit of basil for that big price. And when I get basil, I like to take the basil and plant it out and grow enough so that I can make butter. You know, it's like a garlic butter. You put garlic and basil in there, and you make. There's another one called. It's an Italian dish where they take diced tomatoes and they take cilantros and they put them all together and everything, and they put that all over different types of foods and everything. That's expensive to make that stuff. I mean, to get the tomatoes, which tomatoes are, you have to take out a loan now to get them in the stores if you want to get really good tomatoes. Um, and then you have the cilantros, which if you run across any really well-grown, fresh cilantros, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it, and you're going to get very small amounts of it. I like to take the seeds and grow as much as I want, so I can live like a king and grow as much as I want, eat what I want, pick tomatoes straight from the garden, come in the house, cut it up, put it in a burger, put it on a taco, diced up or whatever, and it's the freshest of the fresh, grown completely 100% organic. That's what I like. So when I can say, not even the president of the United States of America has fresher produce than I do, and that's saying something. And that's how I want mine. I mean, he might be able to call a great farmer in to bring it an hour and a half, 2 hours over to him, and the professional chefs cook it up in the kitchen and that sort of thing. But if I can get it from my garden, bring it in the house, and in less than 30 seconds, it's being cut up and put into a salad or being cut up and put into a dish. That's what I want. I want to let people know that you can eat like that. And it doesn't cost a lot. It's just knowledge that gets you there. And that's what I love about, one of the main things I love about gardening is that I could eat like a king or queen or president of the United States or whatever. I could eat the finest of the finest food. And yeah, I heard that part about Queen too, but I just threw that in there because these are people that we respect and look up to in society. But the food that I grow, I'm more interested in growing great quality as opposed to growing something big or something that's a lot of it. I much rather grow quality. So that's why I spend more time looking at my soil than I do anything else about my garden now. I got to that point now where I care about the soil more than anything. The plants are fine. I'm growing tomatoes this year, which are my favorite is, which is a Brandywine. This year I'm growing a black Brandywine, and I'm going to save the seeds from them. The other one is I'm growing Cherokee Purple. I'll make sure I have those seeds on hand. I want to have at least about 150 seeds at the end of the season. That's not a lot, but I want at least that much, and I want them fresh, and I want them, labeled correctly this year instead of just putting them in a bag. And because I have like my okra was on, my okra was on. I mean, I have seeds from my okra, and I also have another okra called it's like a burgundy okra, and I'm going to save the seeds from it. I'm going to eat burgundy okra. I'm going to store it. I'm going to also save the seeds from it because burgundy okra is an expensive seed to buy. I've tried looking around for them, and they'll give you 30 seeds for close to $2. And I want to make sure I have it on hand, and I don't make that mistake and have to buy seeds like that again. But I just wanted genetics. And once I got the genetics, now I can grow them when I want to. I have some what they call that stuff. It's like spinach. Somebody could help me out here. Giant. It's called giant. It's like spinach, but it's not spinach. I can't think of it right now. It's very popular. No, not kale. It's oh God, what is it called? I'm not going to think of this right now. Swiss chard. That's it. Thank you. Oh my goodness. My Swiss chard started going to seed. I love it. Even though I have some left in the pack, I love it because those are fresh seeds. And they are familiar with the way that I'm growing them. So that's going to be something that's going to be successful. Is the Swiss chard. Yeah, I'm saving seeds. I'm not going to ever again treat seeds like, oh, I'll just go get some more. I'm not going to do that because when I saw the pandemic hit, and there was all this talk about the seeds are going to be hard to find, the seeds are going to be marked up in price. They did go up in price, and there were certain seeds that you could not get, and there were certain people storing the seeds. They were storing the seeds. Any advice on propagating? Any advice on propagating? Yeah, do it as much as you possibly can. And that's where you make your money at. When you get a grapevine, you get a grapevine, and you when you get that grapevine, you get your cuttings from it in the fall. You stick them down in a flower pot. You grow about 20, 30 pieces of cuttings. You grow them out, let them grow out in that pot, single them out, and then when you do that, you put them in pots for $5 a piece. And you'll say to yourself, why haven't I been doing this before? Because they're going to pay you for those. Because when they go up to Walmart and they go to Lowe's and all the other stores, big box stores, they get them for close to $10 a plant. So if you're doing $5 plants, you're going to definitely beat them out. It's price. You're going to beat them out. Um, some people do the Craigslist thing, where they take a few pictures of whatever and they put it online and they say, here's what I'm selling. These are $5 a piece. These older people will come there and get 3 or 4 plants at a time. And the only thing you have to be careful about is some of the plants are copyrighted. You got to be careful about that because, I mean, you don't want to get tied up in that because some of them are. I have one called it's a grapevine, and it's a close to a $20 vine, and it's called Neptune. Neptune. Go look it up. That's a big white grape with no seeds in it. And I wanted that, and I lost it this year, last year, when the weeds covered it. And then I noticed that I was lucky. I was lucky, 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 lucky. I had one plant growing in a pot that was just a cutting that was propagating, or that's what I was doing. And if it wasn't for that, I would not have it. And I would have to go out and kick up $25 and to get another one. And I refuse to do that. So when this grows out, I've given it plenty of nitrogen because all I want to do is grow. I don't want no fruit from it. I just want it to grow. And once it grows out and it starts keep growing, I'm gonna take cuttings from it, cuttings from it, cuttings from it, cuttings from it, and stick those in the ground, and then get those to come out. And then, if my plan is successful, I will have more of the Neptune grapevines on my property than any grapevine on my property. Now, there's another grapevine I'm growing, which is a red grape. I got them at the store, folks, for $1 a plant. It was at the end of the season, and these plants were sitting up there, and they were just sitting there, and nobody was watering them, nobody was doing anything to them. And I told you what to do in a situation like that, good people. I said copyright plants and seed is a shame. Yeah, a shame. Yeah, they saying no. I'm gonna keep this genetics for the next 25 years um, until I know that I've made my money back off of it. And then, according to law, the patent falls apart, and then everybody can do what they want with it. Now they got a apple that they produced in Washington that they don't sell outside of that area. They don't sell them outside of that. I've tried buying the apple. They said this is going to be competition for the Honeycrisp apple. See, the Honeycrisp apple is one of the most popular, most expensive apples sold. Period. But that apple is supposed to have competition from this apple called Washington apple. Now, this apple that was created um, is supposed to be competition for the Honey Crisp. The Honeycrisp, and keep in mind, folks, there are many different varieties of Honeycrisp apples because I've seen them where they kind of yellowish red, dark red, a mixture of both, whatever, and they all say Honeycrisp, but it depends on what they're crossing them with. So they still call them Honeycrisp apples, but each one has a different flavor, different size, and everything. It depends on what they're crossing with in the fields. But long story short, folks. Long story real short. Let's keep this real short. Um, the the thing I'm trying to get across here is that if you are propagating grapevines, for instance, I'm using that, and the reason why I use grapevines because they're easy to propagate, easy. I mean, you don't have to do nothing but stick them in dirt. You could cut the cuttings. See, when you do your pruning in the fall, all these cuttings, you can do one or two things. We throw them in your compost pile. You can take them and burn them. Or you could take those pieces and make them work for you because they will do nothing but grow. They will do nothing but grow, and that's why I like grapevine cuttings. And you can do cuttings. A number all you could do the ones. There's so many different ways of propagating a plant. There's so many different ways of doing this stuff, folks. I don't even want to get into it because there's so many different ways of doing it. I mean, you could do. I mean, people stick them in water. People stick them in sand. People wound the plant and then cover it with like a peat moss, and I can't think of what they call that, but that's another one that's easy to also is figs. Figs are very easy to grow from multiple cuttings. Uh, you could grow figs. Figs will grow real easy. Now they are something difficult to grow. One of the most difficult one I found to propagate is yeah, that's the one, air grafting. Yeah, that's the one. I'm trying to think of it, but see, you on the money, Miss Miller. You on the money because that's it. That's the one right there. And I have done that, and was successful at it. The hardest one I found for me to propagate is the kiwi plant. For some reason, that Solomon gun is so sensitive. It's sensitive. Cats love to dig them up. Cats love to rub against them, roll on them. I don't know what it is about the scent of them, but they love it. Wow, I am definitely having a good show today because I'm just laying it all out there. I said this gonna be a private show between me and my family here. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that's how we doing it. Because each time I go on air, one of you will come into the room and support the show, and I do appreciate that. Because some days I'll be like, man, and I'll be like, okay, no, that's not it. I said, you do a good show. They said, how is your? Oh, thank you. Oh, Miss Miller, thank you. Let me just say this to you. It's still hurting. I don't know. It's called a pinched nerve. It runs right down the back of the neck and over to the shoulder blade on one side. But here's what I've been trying to ask people. How long does that average, last? Because everyone I talk to, majority of people tell me, oh yeah, I've had it. And I said, okay, is this an old person thing? And they said, no. One guy at work, he's like 40 and he's had it. And I think it was a young lady who told me she had it. She's like in her 20s. And, one guy said it'll last about 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks maybe, depending on the severity of it. He said, but basically, if you go to the hospital, they're going to tell you, take some Tylenol. There's not a lot you can do with it. You can do some slight exercises, but don't overdo it. Because I was overdoing it when I was exercising and made it even more sore than what it normally would be. Following some of those exercises I found on YouTube, and that made it sore. I mean, it was showing you just want to simply bring your neck back and forward. Bring your neck back and forward. And I swear to God, the next day I got up, I said, oh my God. And so what I did after that, I said, see, my arm here was weird, feeling all up and down here. It was like numbness and it was just weird. It was like, it was sore. When I turned it, rotated like this, I said, what is going on here? Now that's went away. And now it's all isolated to just under the shoulder blade. And it mostly bothers me when I first get up. And when I start stirring around, it loosens up. And sometimes it gets so, let me see what we got here. The pain is getting old. The pain is getting old. Getting old. That means that the pain is getting old. Am I getting tired of it, or is it just? I say, how is your shoulder? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, right now, I'm loaded up with Tylenol, 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, and it kicked in about a few hours ago. I tried to do my rehearsing for my vocals. That's always got a microphone near me. Um, and so it was paining me where I couldn't really concentrate on my song. And I said, I don't like this. This is really affecting me. So that being said, I feel much better now. The pain pill kicked in. I'm gonna go soak in some hot water. I tried soaking in what they call that Epsom salt. I don't believe Epsom salt actually worked. Does anyone ever know Epsom salt to actually work for anything? I mean, because I've never known it to work. If I had a knee injury or something, I soak it. Epsom salt. This didn't really. I said, what was it? What is it doing? I don't. I don't know. Does Epsom salt actually work? Next on 60 Minutes. You know, but I don't know. Well, is it an old wise folks tale or something? Epsom salt goes back a lot of years. People say use some Epsom salt when your feet hurt. Use Epsom salt. He said my feet still hurting. Oh, it'll start working. Just walk it off. Walk it off. But I just my shoulder feel a lot better now than it did about a week ago. Yeah, a lot better. But I'm trying to get in touch with people who've had it before, a pinched nerve in the shoulder. Um, and how long did it last? Did they ever get rid of it? That sort of thing. See, I can raise my arms now. I couldn't do that a couple days ago. I had to be careful because that pain would shoot. When I do this, it doesn't hurt. Let's see, Epsom salt takes a day or so to work. Oh, okay, a day or so to work and get quick relief. Any information? Oh, okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good looking out. I appreciate that. Well, when I take my hot bath tonight, there will be Epsom salts in the tub. Thank you very much. That's what I will do. Epsom salt. And once I get strong again, I'll feel much better. Let's see. Let's see. The old days is changing. As watching, as removing. And Epsom salt is water. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. Move this. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Remove the swelling. All right. Thank you. Okay, Epsom salt it is. I have been outvoted, so it will be some Epsom salt in that tub tonight. And I hope that it just get hold of me and say, "Oh," and I start feeling like this. Now, so when I'm sleeping at night, oh, let me ask you, good people, this. We're going to talk, family. We're going to talk. How long should you keep a mattress? Because I've had people give me a hard way to go all day at work today when I told them how long I kept my mattress. I want to hear some of your opinions. How long should you keep a mattress? Boom, 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 boom. All right, your second question is how long should you keep a mattress before it's considered worn out? Before it's considered not as good as it once was. How long should you keep a mattress? Okay, all right. Let's see if we got it. Whoa, my goodness. Okay, now, yeah, 8 years. Oh, goodness. We kept ours probably way too long. Epsom salt is working on the garden. Don't do it. Um, okay, I love what you put there because they're right falling in where people were telling me at work, the Broke Farm in 76. A lady told me 10 years. That's what she said. Every 10 years, you change a mattress. Mm-hmm. She's like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. So, And then you had me. She said, "How long you kept yours?" And then I told them, and everybody said, "What? Oh, come on now, come on. You need help getting one? Do you need help getting a mattress? Seriously though, Morning Garden, do you need help getting a mattress?" I said, "No, I just didn't know when you change them." 20 years. Excuse me, no, 21 years. Could this be the cause of my shoulder? Yes, it could be the cause of your shoulder hurting. So the next one I'm getting, I'm going to decide which one I'm going to get. Uh, Cost is not an issue. Wait a minute, let's see now. Yes. Now, what does yes mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. It's a very short sentence. Sure. Like that, that kind of sentence. But yeah, but I think that when I get rid of this mattress, and the thing about it, I mean, I looked at, I said it wasn't stained up or nothing. I said, how long did you, it just seemed like it? But they said, no, get rid of that bastard. Get rid of it. That's the reason why your neck and your back and your neck and your back be hurting sometimes. That's why you're not sleeping good. That's why you're not, that's why you achy sometimes. Can't you see what's going on? It's your mattress, bud. Let's see. Yeah, yes, it is of your body aches. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's the cause of your body aches. Oh my God, he put it right into words. It's the cause of your body aches. Now, you've seen those mattresses that they sell online that they say, buy the new Purple mattress. It's great. You just spread it over your mattress, your existing mattress, and you're all set. Uh, yes, it's made for that memory foam stuff. But how good are those as opposed to just buying another mattress? Is it worth? Are you just covering up a problem that will haunt you later? Or do you need to, let's say, have you priced mattresses lately? Laugh out loud. They are way more expensive than. Yeah. I went to a store and I took a picture of the mattress because I couldn't believe the price. The guy said these are on sale. These are really great. It's called Mattress Firm was the name of the place, and it was $1,200 and some odd dollars. And I said, and he said, go ahead and lay on the mattress. He said, lay on the mattress. I'm not going to try to sell it to you. I just want you to lay on the mattress. And he got a pillow. He said, this is a 3.0 pillow. Wow, things have changed. It's a 3.0 pillow. And I said, is it because my head is big? I said, is that why I'm getting a 3.0? He said, well, I can't say that. I said, sir, I can't say that. Technically, I can't say that you have a big head. But he said, and so I laid on the mattress. I laid there. And I'm not comfortable because this guy is standing over me. I'm saying, I don't know this man. I don't know where they hired him from, or is he got any charges against him anywhere? I don't know. But I'm a pretty good sized guy. I can defend myself in case anything got strange. But and so I'm laying on it, and all of a sudden my body felt like, I said, oh man, I feel like going to sleep. And that's when I should have knew it was time to get another mattress. Because if you're you in absolute public area and you're about to go to sleep on a bed because you haven't had a good night's sleep because of your mattress. Oh my goodness, it's time to get a mattress. I can't stand the pain boop, 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 against my window. I can't stand the rain. Let's see. Memory foam keeps me too damn hot and causes me to kind of low back issues. Okay, thank you very much. I'll leave that memory foam alone then. I'm not buying that stuff. I'm gonna get an actual mattress. They sent out the stimulus checks to a lot of people that were poor. They did one that was $600 and one that was $1,200, depending on what your family status was. And I remember getting mine, and do you know, I never spent it. I never spent it. I just never, ever spent it. I just said, nope, don't want to spend it. And so I saw people coming in, Walmart, and they was leaving out there with carts and with big TVs. And not everybody got big TVs, but some did. They want to enjoy their life. They said, if I can't afford to go anywhere, and I can't afford the car, and I can't afford, I'm getting a big TV so I can look at other people enjoy life. All right, good people. This has been the Morning Gardener Show. I say, it's worth it. Thank you very much. Broke Farmer 76. We're going to take this conversation further into the future. I hope that you do a chapter on it on your show about buying a decent mattress so that you can sleep good, so you can be able to work out into the garden and get things done. Now, I want to tell you folks, I enjoy each and every one of you. You're like family to me. Keep on doing what you're doing. And if you get time, please stop by and see my show, because I'm one of those gardeners that will give you the straight run on everything. I'm not going to shoot you any blanks and tell you anything that's not true. I'm not going to tell you to spend money, because I'm not selling anything. This is the Morning Garden. I want to thank you for tuning in, and let's do it again real soon. I got another show scheduled for Wednesday. What time is it Wednesday? Anybody know what time I'm on Wednesday? What time am I on Wednesday? Wednesday. What time do I come on Wednesday? 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. All right, good people. This is the Morning Garden. Thank you very much. And remember to keep on growing. Thank you.